Good morning, boneheads! Hopefully this is not too loud. I do not want to jump scare people, but here we are. Hello! Hi! Welcome to the stream. My name is Connor McGrath, and this is my channel. I don't usually do an intro like this, but yes, hello. I'm a professional now. It's 2026, and I'm really taking this channel seriously. I'm trying to, at least. Anyway, how is everyone doing? Thank you. I've got my Junji Ito cardigan on. This was a gift from my uncle for Christmas. Thank you, Uncle Colin. Shout out. Or my aunt and my uncle, my whole family. So Aunt Erin, Uncle Colin. Thank you guys. Hopefully, can everyone hear me? Hold on, let me move my mic a little bit. Yeah, so people have started calling me Bonner sometimes in the comments, and that's fine and funny, but I need to remind you that Bonner was the faker in the other fire lookout. Here, what is that? Is that just like a streak of light? Oh yeah, there's just a little bit of light on my green screen. That Bonner was the guy in the other lookout tower who didn't have to deal with any of the cult stuff. He's not me. I'm Connor. Connor with a Y though, however, as Dama is putting in the chat. That's a bit more accurate. I don't remember where that came from though. Where did that come from? I don't know. Okay, everyone can hear fine. Say I look swagalicious. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. All right, who's in the chat this morning? Who do we have? I saw Meow Woof. Meow Woof. Why'd I say it like that? Meow Woof. However, and Kaiko or Kai. Welcome. Happy to have you here. We got Gale Garden, Awkward Yoshi, familiar face in the chat once again. Same with Dama Chorus. Happy to have you here. Zoo the Minecraft, our resident Harry Potter rewriter. Welcome back. Barakon, one of those. Happy to have you all here. Very excited to get back into Silent Hill F. Once again, I'm going to have to reacquaint myself with all the characters' names and how to play and everything, but we're doing it on easy mode for New Game Plus, just to get the rest of the story, so it's not that hard at all. Yes, indeed, Zoo, that's you. Damacorus. What do we got going on? What's everyone up to? What is everyone up to? Yeah. Thank you all for your support on the most recent video. It's doing super well, and I really appreciate that. I worked very hard on it. I was very excited to be talking about a game that someone sent me. It's just always fun. And people have really been responding to it, and I think that's very nice. I also think that when I have large gaps between posting, people are more excited when I post, but I really would like to post more often. I hope to have at least one more full-length video out by the end of the month, but you never know. I've outsourced the editing of that one to my good buddy Joe in the UK, who's done a bunch of my other videos, so we will find out. But currently, the video I posted yesterday is sitting at 18.3 thousand views, and that's in the first 20 hours, and that's very nice. I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. You can just pronounce my name like K. Gotcha, K. Sounds good. He Who Peanut 420, killer name. Love to see you here. Welcome. Charlie Can Cook. Congratulations, Charlie. Hi, welcome. Yeah. Here we are. I'm taking a break from rewriting, though, because it's making my head hurt. Instead, playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Autism be damned, I can kill machines. I actually never got into Horizon Zero Dawn. My roommate was really into it, and I got him the sequel as a gift a couple years ago. But, yeah, I never really played it all that much. It looks fun. It's got an interesting design, but just, I actually barely know what that game's about, to be perfectly honest. I really can't cook, I'm so sorry. Then why did you name yourself Charlie Can Cook? That's crazy. By the way, I'm trying to drink more water, one of my New Year's resolutions, so I've got this big fuck you water jug that apparently is triggering the green screen a little bit. And so, what time is it now? It's 8:50, so my water should be down to that level. I just refilled it. So, how about this? How about this, chat? I'm going to, actually it's almost 9, I'm going to chug the hell out of this water, and inevitably have to pee a lot during a stream. But I'm going to chug the hell out of this water, and once I reach, holy shit, that's a lot. Once I reach the 9 a.m. mark, which it's 9 a.m. for me in my time, I'm sure it's different for everyone else, we'll start. How does that sound? I don't know if this will be very auditorily pleasant, and maybe you won't be able to hear it at all, and that's probably for the best, but here we go. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to mute myself, I'm going to turn up the Amori music a little bit, and I'm going to go fucking crazy. I just want to drink more water. Okay, here we go. Oh god, I've barely made any progress. Okay, I need you to listen to what this sounds like. Is this gross out horror? I don't know. Oh, I got 16 viewers now. Clearly, this is the content everyone wanted to see. Oh, Christ, we've barely made any progress. More pleasant than the eating sounds and fears to fathom. Yeah. Keep chugging Waterboy. Oh my god, I love Dispatch. Dispatch is so fun. I played it with my girlfriend. I, of course, chose Waterboy. This is how you get sick? What? No, this is how you get clear skin and not sick. This is just pre-gaming for the piss minigame. That is funny. Oh, Christ. And by the way, I'm seeing all the new people here. I'm going to say hello to you in a second. Okay, here we go. Gotta keep it going. Why do I feel like I'm chugging soda? Dispatch, also piss minigame inbound. Yeah, it's coming. My tummy's not gonna hurt. I need to drink more water. This is not gonna make my tummy hurt. I hope. Why would... I hope. We'll find out. Okay. I'm obviously making it a little bit worse for you guys. On purpose. Almost there. Almost there. Challenge video. Didn't even know that this was going to be happening. Okay, here we go. All right. I know. Okay, we did it. Good job, chat. We need to drink a lot more by 11 a.m., which we'll probably reach on stream. On stream. Oh, wow, I can't talk now. My body has to recover from that water I just drank. Don't drink water. Does anyone get that reference? Don't ever drink water. Have off-screen aggressive gulping, I know. Okay, but I did it. Now I'm full of hydration. And I say we get back into this, but let me just say hello to everyone who is here right now, who I didn't say hello to earlier. Sprouty Sophie, hello, welcome. Pretty sure we've seen you before in stream. I can't recall specifically, but I think so. Welcome. Sprouty Sophie, Hee Hoo Peanuts, Charlie, who can't cook. He's a liar. He's crazy. Mary Torrance. My mate once chugged... Do we have a Brit in the chat? Or is this just an American who loves saying mate? Which used to be me. My mate once chugged her water bottle in TSA and threw up all over the floor, so don't drink so much. Yeah, what do they call that? Hyper... There is a word for it. By the way, I might have to go get a blanket at some point, because it's fucking freezing in my apartment. It's been so hot all of Colorado winter, and now it finally snowed, and my apartment just was not prepared for it. The heater, all that good stuff. Connor, this is the strangest thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Fox mask. Fox mask. What the fuck? Hyperhidrosis? Maybe? Something like that? I was thinking of the word hypermicturation, but I think micturate actually means to pee, so I don't think it's that. Hypernatremia. It could be any of these. I am not a scientist or a biologist or... Well, I was a writing major, so I should have a higher vocabulary. But not that. Okay. Oh my god, I'm like shaky all of a sudden. When I drink a ton of water all at once, it makes me fucking so cold. I'm gonna go do 5 jumping jacks, and then we're gonna get into this. I'm actually gonna do 10. I'm a horrorologist. Something like that, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do another 10 for good measure. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I come back over here and I just throw up immediately. I'm gonna go get food and take iron tablets. Go do that. Zoo, welcome. Wait, why did I say welcome? Oh, welcome, Snoop Planister. Okay. Gains. Clearly. Is he human? Is who human? Am I human? Okay. Bye, South. Sooth. At this point, become a gym and fitness streamer. Oh, dude, that my old roommate Jeremy, who also was the producer in on my violence. What was it called? Violence in Nature video. He used to watch this big bodybuilder guy on YouTube all the time. I'm out of breath now. This is a good stream. Guys. You enjoying this? Whatever the fuck is happening. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Let's get things loaded up and get it started. I'm so glad you're streaming. I needed something to watch while I knitting. And you're a delight. Well, I am. First of all, I'm sorry about my body's reacting to both all the water I just drank and the jumping jacks I just did. But also, I'm happy that you are enjoying the stream. Okay, how's New Game Plus? Well, you're about to find out because I'm about to do it. It's fun though. There haven't been too many new changes, although I have explored some houses that I was not exploring before. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-ba-dum bum 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 bum. I love Amori. We'll do an Amori stream at some point. I'm sure we will. Okay. So, oh, my controller's not plugged in, which means inevitably I'm going to have to restart the game. God damn it. But New Game Plus has been fun. I'm hoping that most people in the chat were either here for my original Silent Hill 2 streams or Silent Hill F streams, or are already familiar with the story. Oh my god, I'm like shaking so much. This is crazy. But yeah, it's just so cold. I might have to go get a blanket very soon. But yeah, because we are not going to be talking too much about a lot of the stuff that's happening like on screen. We're just going to be trying to theorize a lot or relate it to what we already know is happening, which, oh my god, what the hell? Okay, I have a shaky voice now. I'm going to go get a blanket. I'll be right back. This is crazy. This is what happens when you chug. Don't do that. It kind of does sound like this is the chugging fault, but it's fine. I'm fine. I will recover. Oh my god. My cat's all over my blankets. I have a Snuggie. I was gonna get my blanket upstairs, but my cat was on it and she looked very cozy. So I got a Snuggie. That used to be my mom's. Yes. You're freezing because you drank so much water. Yes, but also it's cold. Why didn't I? Because she was all cozy. She was all cozy. I didn't want to disturb her. Okay. I'm good now. We'll have a kitty break at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, it's already freezing in my apartment, so the water certainly doesn't help with that. Cozy game time, yeah. Welcome back to Silent Hill F Gamers. Let's do it. I should probably shrink myself down a little bit more. Alright, what just happened? What did we just do? And what have we got? We got 3 weapons. We're not taking the pills. I need to remember that. What are the buttons? Right. You never disturb Cozy Kitty. There's a farm section. I kind of remember there being like a little section like that. Okay. Okay, we got the focus, and here's the map, and we're trying to get to Rinko's house, which was where? Probably up and to the right. That's what I am guessing. Oh yeah, with the scarecrow riddles. That should hopefully be a lot easier on this playthrough. Even if they do fight us, I can just bonk them all up. Okay, so wait. Where the hell am I? What could be cozier? Honestly, a horror game on a cloudy day with a blanket, pretty cozy. The only thing I'm missing is my cat. But again, I did not want to disturb her. Yeah, this game is pretty. Is this the first time you're seeing it, Charlie? Alright, where am I going? I'm going to try taking this path. Oh, it's clearly blocked. Let's update our map. Bam. Boomba skadoosh. Oh, what the hell? What do I say? I say just dumb shit sometimes. Just not thinking, just word vomit. The character designs are very good. I really like them. Especially, you know, all the antagonists and stuff. And the map is very cool. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're just heading this way. Do I have a... What is it? No, I don't. Okay. Man, I really struggled with certain parts of this game on my first playthrough. So, it's nice to just take it all in and not really be too worried about play style. Not play style, how good I am at games. It's a girly! Oh my god, I get to call people girlies again. Hi, girly! Hi, girly! What you doing? Oh, hi. Hello. I'm talking to her like she's my cat. I do not do this to my cat. Oh, how do I dodge? There we go. Okay. Bonk. 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 Bye. The journals. The journals! Gravity Falls. Okay. How do I read journal entries also? Here we go. Controls, controls, controls. I'm thinking of okay. Hey, girly. Hey, girly. Has anyone here watched Fantasy High Junior Year, Dimension 20? Because that's where I got the Hey Girly thing from originally. Alright, where am I going? I'm just kind of looking around. Uh-oh. Is this the way I'm supposed to be going? Which way am I supposed to be going? Are people saying yes to Fantasy High Junior Year or another dead end? No! No red capsules. Big fan of Beardsley. Alright, yeah. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Hey, girly! and then in that scene, Emily in the background like, girly! Girly! Yeah, no one knows what I'm talking about. But, oh god, I love Dimension 20. Yeah, we're staying in the white costume this time. She just got into Hudol. She might be pregnant. she walks up and she says, I don't know if you heard me, Blimey. God, this reference is so archaic, or not archaic, that's not the right word. Yeah, people just aren't going to know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen it, go watch Fantasy High, and then watch Fantasy High sophomore year, and then watch Fantasy High junior year, and then you'll get what I'm talking about. This is not very inclusive. I said, blimey. Hey, girly. Girly! Hi, girly! I want my cat to come down. But I don't want to bother her. She's so cozy. My girlfriend is on a trip right now, so Kitty is definitely missing her. Wow, how did I miss? That's crazy. Okay. I want my cool-ass claw. I don't get that till way later in the game, though. I just finished playing Chronos: The New Dawn, which was also by Bloober, and it was pretty fun. The ending, it was confusing, but I liked it. I thought it was fun. Those 2 nat 20s back-to-back will always be crazy. Ugh, Christ. Ali has got that unique, like, super powerful, like, rolling ability. Just always narratively just the craziest thing to happen. They always make it happen. I mean, all the way back to literally just Fantasy High, the finale of the original season. Oh, if I roll a nat 20, can I be back to life? 1 in 20 odds, crazy. And it immediately worked, and it was so funny. And that's where we get the, what the fuck is wrong with you? You see a mother and a child get iced in an alleyway during wartime, and you think it's because they didn't love each other enough? Chronomancy. I love Dimension 20. Brendan Lee Mulligan is one of my favorite creators of all time. So good. So good. But for those of you who don't know, it's a D&D thing. I like the knife. I'm going to wait for a healing kit thing so I can keep the knife. Oh! Oh! Ah! Sorry, I made myself laugh. I'm in a very silly, goofy mood today, and that made me laugh. I just watched Nerdy Prudes Must Die for the first time because my girlfriend played Firebringer for me while she was getting ready to leave. And it was cool, and I was like, oh, I've heard of Nerdy Prudes Must Die. I think it sounds fun. And I watched it, and 2 seconds in, I was like, is that Angela from Smosh? And anyway, I've had Dirty Girl stuck in my head for like 3 days now. It's crazy. Dirty, dirty girl, won't you sing for me? I don't even know the lyrics that well. I just kind of, I don't care about you. Or however, that was probably not in the right key, but I don't care about you, dirty, dirty girl. She does so good. I didn't know she was a singer. Yeah, Nerdy Prudes was fun. My boyfriend keeps telling me I love Critical Role. Critical Role is fun. It's a little too, like, I don't like straight up, like, super serious D&D and, like, high fantasy whatever. And Critical Role, obviously, like, it has moments of, like, humor and you know, heart and all that. But just, like, the very, like, and you come across a tavern. You know, that just doesn't always appeal to me. I do love a lot of the people involved in Critical Role, though. Obviously, Erika Ishii, Matthew Mercer, a bunch of the other ones. But I'm much more into stuff like Adventure Zone, Dimension 20. There's another one, Legends of Evantris. I've at least watched most of the animations for. There's a lot of good D&D content out there. There's another one I started getting into Dungeons and Daddies too. That's fun. Dungeons and Daddies is a lot of fun. Her and Murph being sat next to each other for those seasons was always so funny because he'd get a nat 1 on something vital and then she'd get a nat 20 on something dumb. Oh, yeah, and I do love that, especially in junior year where Riz is beyond stressed and Kristen every other second is like, Riz, I need to go to the steelworks, and just making things exponentially more difficult for him all the time. And then his mom is like, maybe Christian isn't your friend. He's like, fuck you, Mom. Obviously, he doesn't phrase it like that because he loves his mom, but, you know, It's a really fun season, and it really does capture that high school burnout so well. It's crazy to me that people have been introduced to Angela through Smosh. As someone who watched Black Friday by StarKid Productions when it came out, it's Angela from StarKid. That's, yeah, no, it is interesting. I always love, you know, seeing the different ways that someone knows someone and they're like, oh, it's Angela from Smosh in StarKid, or it's Angela from StarKid in Smosh, which is fun. My worst fear, OSHA violations. The mothership has dispatched countless miniature UFOs. These tiny round discs have attached themselves to innocent folks' heads and brainwashed them to take over their body. Have you noticed any strange objects on the back of your loved ones' heads? What are you talking about? Oh, right. She had this whole thing with Shu. Yeah. Okay, let me read chat for a second, and then I'm going to lock in a little bit. Her and Murphy, yeah. Prudes, Prevention 20 to Critical Role, but that's more personal preference. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I think Critical Role is still great. Like, it's full of very talented people, and I think for people who are into more traditional D&D storytelling, it's perfect. Okay, see, that's my issue with it as well. I just can't get into newbie to D&D. I just love the way Brennan tells a story. Abria too, but she's also in Critical Role. Exactly, yeah. I love Abria. I love Court of Fane Flowers. I love Misfits and Magic. I love the brief times that she's been on Adventure Zone, especially when they did the balance, when they returned to balance years later, and Griffin played Davenport. I love, yeah, it's crazy to me. No, I think she really got the Steelworkers votes. That was important. What? Something in people's heads. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but I think it might have to relate mostly to the stuff between Hinako and Shu, which is this game that they've been playing over time. Shu watched this movie when he was young and came up with the Space Wars game we used to play. I watched it back then too because my dad dragged me to see it. I don't have any memories of that time, but according to my dad, it scared me so much that I couldn't stop crying for days. Bummer. Like another head, two-faced deceit motif. Oh, that's interesting. It could be something like that. I also think, could it be like some kind of hairstyle thing, like a specific... Again, you know, we have to start getting into the headspace of like traditional feminine roles, especially in 1960s Japan, and what's expected of Hinako's character. And so maybe it's something like, oh, a traditional hairpiece that she's hesitant to wear, or something like that. Or it could simply just be... It could be anything. Or it could just be set dressing, you know? I have no idea. But it is interesting. I do love theorizing for this game. But if we're going to make any progress, I need to shut the fuck up about D&D stuff. Because I don't even know where the hell I am. Dirty, dirty girl. Nerdy prudes must die. Nerdy prudes must die. 1960s, was there anything like kind of surveillance-y going on during that time period? I am not a major historian, but I have to imagine... Well, what... Oh, God, we already did the math on this. What was going on in the 60s, especially in Japan? Was this pre or post Hiroshima? I genuinely can't remember. I'm sorry, we're nerds, Connor. Yeah, you... yeah, I was talking about you guys. Yeah, Nerd Prudes Must Die is cool. I need to watch more StarKid stuff. And also, apparently, I've learned that there's like a connected universe that like that's what when the crowd went crazy because of the Lords in Black. I think that's what they were called. I was like, oh, what is this? And I looked it up, and they're like a big part of like this whole world. So. I think people were telling me that the next, or what I was seeing is like the next big one I should maybe watch is, it's called like the guy who didn't like musicals, something like that. Plasm user, welcome chat, welcome to chat, welcome to the stream, happy to have you here. Post World War II was 40s. Oh yeah, of course. What am I talking about? Yeah. So yeah, okay, so that's a big part of things. I don't know technologically where the world and specifically Japan was at in the 60s, so I don't know what surveillance might look like. There's not a lot of like technology in this game that I've noticed. Photo attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of Ebisugaoka. By the way, I just nailed that name now. I'm so good. It's really hard to tell what we're looking at, but I will just be looking under... Oh, it's the sword stuff. In the Muromachi period, the Great Famine of Oi had young individuals desperate for quick money, and so they searched for the legendary sword. One story even claims that the sword was discovered. However, the youth who found it became consumed by the Tyra clan's resentment and massacred the others one after another. After that, the sword became known as the Sacred Sword, and is thought to contain the lingering animosity of the defeated Tyra soldiers. Was the sword hidden after that? There's not enough information. I must search for the Jizo statues myself. I was able to get in contact with a resident who knows the location of an old Jizo statue. This may be my first clue that'll lead me to the sword. Okay, so... we are looking for... okay, so just... when there's like a covered deck porch area, we just have to pay attention to that. The guy who doesn't like musicals is amazing. Okay, I guess that'll be my next one. I'm wondering if it was a kind of keep an eye on your neighbor or that kind of paranoia. Oh, that could totally be the case. I have to imagine that a post-World War II Japan... well, I don't know, because there also, you know, there could be unification efforts, especially after being so thoroughly decimated. That's not the right word, but experiencing such a large-scale tragedy, you'd assume that Japan would be more unified after that point, and I believe historically that long-term that was the case. But again, like I said, I am not a historian, so I don't fucking know. Do I have anything that's just for offering? I've got a lot of good shit, though. I can take some real damage and not have to worry about it. I should also save. Rural Japan. Oh yeah, rural Japan in the 60s is very different from 1960s Tokyo. That's a very good point. I'm just wondering... oh yeah. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, onwards and onwards. Upwards and onwards. Oh my god, this reminds me of Chronos. Has anyone else here played Chronos or watched anyone play it? What did we think, chat? Alright, I'll replace the knife with that. No. Yeah! Wah! Yeah! Okay. Got a bunch of straws here, just trying to grab one. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, see, I know Shu's got to be the final boss. Oh. See, I can't remember if we've already seen this scene before, but... he just appears out of nowhere, quite like Mojave. Okay, and this time we don't go find Rinko? Oh, we don't? I'm pretty sure that's still our goal. Or Rinko's house. Alright. There's something over here? Oh yeah, I thought so. What am I? Oh. Diary of Revenge. Jumping to the end of the high-end period, I'm taking some guesses with these pronunciations. I hope you guys forgive me. The infamous Genpei War wreaked havoc across the country, and defeated warriors from the Taira clan fled to all corners of Japan for sanctuary. Ancient folklore claims that Ebisugaoka, is one such hidden sanctuary. Few ventured close to this land, for the poisonous gas that rose from the ground was a well-known phenomenon. This made it the perfect hiding place for those shamed warriors. Though this did not come without its own inherent problems, as there are numerous records regarding Ebisugaoka's residents suffering from the water dragon's poison. It's only natural, then, that they would turn to idolization as a device to quell the dragon's anger. However, despite the popularity of the faith at the time, not of a hint of its legacy remains today. It just goes to show that even the gods are not exempt from the fickleness of man. Heian is how you pronounce Heian. Sounds good. That's certainly different dialogue for the pinching things still happen, but Hinako saying it might be because they want to play Space Wars forever is new. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Okay. Like I said, I'm just gonna have to treat every cutscene as though it's the first time I'm seeing it, because I've forgotten so much of the intricacies. I know the larger plot, and I know the little interactions, but I'm just curious. I won't know what's changed very well. Use him. Okay, nice. Do we have a location of Hinako's house yet? Like, is there just like a big spot on the map or anything? Oh, there it is. Okay, great. So up is progression, or rather left is progression, so I'm going to go right first. Or no, that's what I'm getting turned around. Dirty Girl Soup. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on it, but Dirty Girl Soup is such a ridiculous name. Like, I can tell that when they're doing Star Kid, there's like it's everything is laced with like a little bit of irony. But Dirty Girl Soup, it's a great, like, that song is great, but just that concept, and they come back to it later, where she's like, "That's what you call my bathwater in my fantasies of you." It's just funny. It's just a very strange way to phrase things. It's not a sexy way to phrase things. Oh, whoa, hey. Thanks for reacting before I even knew what was happening. Is difficulty turned up on New Game Plus? And no, we turned difficulty down. I played, I think, on hard mode the first time, and so for this one I was like, oh, I want to see what's happening, so we're playing on easy mode now. Sensei Imaska? Damn. Feels like we did not get sickles this early last time. No. We are, it's a lot easier. I thought that sound was a horse. Just the sound of it moving around a little bit. I don't encounter many horses in my day-to-day life, but I don't think they sound like that. Yeah. The doctor. Wait, I don't think that's new. I'm pretty sure we did this last time. And we got killed here, I think. I'm not going to repeat that mistake. Hungry for more. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. Who on occasion gets dirty. Okay, I need to stop singing this song. Damn, Connor, you need to hang out with more horses. Maybe I do. My Netflix profile is called Horse, and for that reason, when I went to college, everyone assumed I was a furry. I just thought it was funny. There's a little horse from a cartoon show. Old medical record. Fujitori Kotoyuki, age 9. The patient had joined a group of children chasing down a fox that had wandered into the village. The fox then attacked the patient, leaving several lacerations on his face. The wound below his left eye is particularly deep and shows a considerable risk of scarring. During treatment, he suddenly fell unconscious and was measured with a fever of over 40 degrees. Celsius, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Emergency transfer of the patient to the prefectural hospital was requested. Upon arrival, however, the doctors there were unable to detect any abnormalities, even after multiple rounds of testing. So was the sickness just based on where he was, that being Ebisugaoka? I bet so. After confirming his condition was stable, the patient was cleared to return home the following morning. When questioned during a follow-up examination, the patient responded that he felt completely fine. According to the patient's mother, however, Kotoyuki is like a whole other boy and has been applying himself to his schoolwork harder than ever before. Wait, please, I have to ask something, it's so important. 49 degrees is a fever of 104, good to know. Yeah, what do you have to ask, Sophie? Evil and intimidating horses. I live in a very rural area, so horses are common. So many horses. Makes sense. My aunt raised some, and Rosie, one of her oldest, was a mean old thing. I loved her. Have you read Dungeon Crawler Carl? I have not. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know what that is. Doctor. Doctor. I love Doctor Who. I'd assumed up until now that being possessed by the fox was sort of a curse. However, it turns out that among the followers of the Inari faith in Ebisugaoka, it can be more nuanced than that. I heard one tale of a housewife who was possessed by the fox after sharing some scraps of food with a real starving fox. As a sign of gratitude, the fox showed her the whereabouts of hidden treasure. Another tale claims that a pious shaman was possessed by the fox and given premonitions of a coming famine. They were able to warn the town and stockpile enough food to endure it. There are numerous stories like this, suggesting that being possessed by the fox is not necessarily a turn of bad luck. Okay. Though, with the influence of today's media from outside the town regarding ghost and horror stories, the fox has become seen as a purely negative phenomenon, particularly among the younger generations. I gotta tell you right now, that fox possession doesn't sound like a good thing to me, in my experience. Connor, I would love it. Oh, okay. I will have to check it out. What is it? I've been riding horses since my legs were too short to reach the buddy stirrups. God, I miss it. Can you not ride horses anymore? I mean, I guess you could. I don't know what your situation is. I'm so serious. I've only ridden twice, but it's a hell of a fun time. I've done it like on like a couple vacations with my family where you just go to like a ranch and they take you on a little trail and it's very low-key and fun. And it's cool. But I will say, like, I actually find it kind of uncomfortable the way your legs have to sort of bend to fit around a horse. Like, I always felt like my knees were like in the wrong position. Maybe it was just how I was doing it, or maybe it was the age that I was. I can't remember, but it was fun, but probably not for me. In general, at least. I don't need a horse. Which tracks. In Japanese folklore, foxes can be very much a mixed bag. Sometimes they're divine messengers, sometimes they're out to cause as much damage as possible. Interesting. Okay. So maybe the fox we got is just an asshole. Well, I don't even know. Like, Foxmask is such an interesting character. I don't know. There are numerous tales of those who blaspheme against the Inari faith being possessed by the fox. These tales have no quantitative scientific basis, of course. However, I want to try my best to avoid outright refuting tradition and local beliefs. The effectiveness of any medicine provided to a patient who believes themselves sick due to the fox's possession is drastically low. Again, we're getting into the traditional, like, Eastern medicine versus more, what's the, oh my god, I can't even talk. Pharmacy stuff, traditional medicine. As a man of science, I surprise even myself here when I say that for the best results, patients should be told to offer their sincere prayers to Oinari-san prior to seeking medical treatment. By respecting and complying with local traditions, I feel I can build a stronger rapport with my patients here. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a book series about a guy who gets sucked into a D&D ARPG-style dungeon with no one but his cat, who gains sentience and becomes a party member and gains insane stats. Okay, that sounds fun. I would check that out. I have so much on my reading list right now. Okie dokie. It's like a little puzzle. Or not. Oh, there's eyeballs! Whoa! Spooky. No eyeballs. A key. Okay. Looks like that's pretty much it. It's funny, intense, it's very up your alley. Okay, cool. No, I'll check it out. I will check it out. Thank you for the recommendation. Where am I going? What am I doing? Uh-oh. Man, we are good. We are good on items. Trying to get Connor into the royal court of Princess Donut. Is that the name of the cat? That's a fun name for a cat. Princess Donut. I do like donuts. But really only Krispy Kreme donuts, I gotta be honest. I have so many books I need to read. My list is endless, but The King in Yellow holds me hostage. King in Yellow, very interesting story. I think I read it when I was so young. Unless I'm thinking of a different story. No, I'm pretty sure I read King in Yellow when I was so young. I don't remember anything about it except that it was about another book, I think. It was a book about a different book, and that book was called King in Yellow. Hey, Connor. I hopped on the stream to ask what happened with the SCP series. Was there no demand or what? Yeah, I did my little introduction, and it that video, kind of got a pretty low-key response. People weren't super into it. I would obviously love to pick something up like that again, but, I tried to focus my efforts on stuff that people did have a stronger response to. But if people want to see an SCP series, I would love to do it. I love SCP. It's one of my favorite online writing projects of all time. Because of Malevolent. Oh yeah, King of Yellow is so crucial to the Malevolent podcast. Arthur, I need to go see a movie. Take me into a movie, Arthur. I love that's one of my favorite horror podcast dynamics. The whole thing of John half the time being a fucking asshole and half the time being a literal child. It would be really fun to cover the SCP films. The Dollhouse, all that stuff. Arthur, we have to move. Congratulations. Okay. Anything else in here? Can I go out the window? Nope. Pretty sure I'm about to get jump scared. Pretty sure. Oh my god! I didn't do that right. There we go. It's a book about the effects of a play. Oh, it's a play. It's like 10 to 12 short stories all in the world of it. Most people have read only the first 4 of them since they refer to the play directly, but even the later ones tie in really well. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it sounds familiar. Maybe I didn't read it. Maybe I read a synopsis of it, something like that. I don't know. I should check it out. I do love Malevolent. When I first started Malevolent and it got to later stages, I was like, I feel like this has kind of lost the plot. But upon re-listening, I was really into it. Alright, I don't even know why I came here. There actually wasn't a ton to do. I guess we just got some lore. Dirty, dirty girl. I don't care about you. Alright, let's go play in the fields. We've got so much healing items. You might as well, you know, screw around a little bit. Get into some fights. Hi, girly! Is there someone behind me? Oh, yeah, there is. Here we go. Alright. I want to be methodical about my approach to this. There's nothing even in there. We know we have to go up, so we're going to focus on going down as much as possible first. Hey, girly. Hey, girly. Pow! Bam! A Babe Ruth. But a 1960s Japanese schoolgirl version of Babe Ruth. You know, maybe that's what Babe Ruth was on the inside. You never know. What the hell am I talking about? You're gonna screw around, and what do you mean you forget how the stream started? I don't know what you're talking about, the stream. About the stream starting. You're gonna do a jump or what? Yeah, with a lot of water. That's how the stream started. With water. Water. Harry, water. Water, Harry, water. I always think of that. Dumbledore demanding water from Harry Potter. Okay, I have got to get that song out of my head. It's been impossible. Give her a gun. Give Hinako a gun. Chocolate. Okay. So I just learned that Dubai chocolate, basically all it is just chocolate with pistachios in it. Is that it? Like, is that what everyone's been talking about? Because I work at a Starbucks, and we have a Dubai chocolate latte or chai or something like that now, and it's just the pistachio powder with mocha. Is that all Dubai chocolate is? Is that why people are so obsessed with it? I like pistachios. Is that what it is? I no longer recognize my husband. He gets blackout drunk most days now, and when he's drunk, he turns violent. I don't think I can keep living this way, not with his cruelty day after day after day. Where did the kind man I met when our marriage was being arranged go? My eldest child is only 3 years old, and I have another growing inside me. Life is too hard to keep living, but I'm forbidden to die. Mom, Dad, I've always done as you asked, no matter what it was. This will be my first and last selfish act. Please forgive me. Pretty sure we already read that one. Pretty much, it's such a forced thing. Okay, I don't know where that came, why I started thinking about it. Oh, because I picked up chocolate, that's why. But yeah, I don't know, it's just, people reference Dubai chocolate all the time. I never had it, I never, like, was interested in it. None of my friends specifically used it, so I was like, what is the obsession? What is so cool about Dubai chocolate? And one of my friends at work, who is like a heavy Marxist, was something along the lines of, oh, it's the proletariat cosplaying is rich. And I'm like, oh, maybe that's what it is. I would like to have a first aid kit, but I don't want to. I'll get rid of this one, I guess. Create or destroy water. 「 I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 again. I never finished it. I never even got that far into it. It's just such a big game that I always got distracted. But I'm having fun with it. I would love to stay committed. I got to try it. It's all right, not worth the money, in my opinion, but it would make an interesting brownie in concept. Okay, yeah. I mean, again, pistachio and chocolate, that's a good mix. I get it. I just don't get really, like, the whole pop culture thing that's surrounded it. Regular run or Dark Urge. Is Dark Urge basically just like an evil run? Because I'm not doing that. I'm doing a regular run. I always try to play a game regularly, or, like, as though I'm a hero before I, like, come back and try to do more stuff. You guys want to see me do a Baldur's Gate stream? I'll do a Baldur's Gate stream. I'll start a new campaign specifically for streaming. That'd be fun. But I need to finish one of my pre-existing series before I start a new one. I'm so sorry to chat that I'm going to keep singing this song the whole entire goddamn time I'm playing. I cannot get it out of my freaking head. Who on occasion gets dirty? I don't know how to say Angela's last name. It's Giratana, something like that. But honestly, she's one of my favorite comedians right now. She's so good. Finally got a hold of Signalis, so I'm waiting for that to ruin my life next. Signalis is cool. I have a weird relationship to it, though, because when I covered it in a video, I learned after the fact I got so much wrong. And, you know, I'm a YouTuber. I'm fallible. That's how it goes. But it's kind of embarrassing for people to be like, actually... You know, it's fair, though. Some people are obsessed with that game. It's a cool game, too. It's very cool. And it's got, pretty sure it's got King of Yellow references in it, too. So, Dark Urge is a character option, but you can edit them like a player character. They just have more to do with the plot and story than a regular run. Interesting. Basically a theme of late-stage capitalism where everyday working people become obsessed with materialistic goods or imagery as a way to feel that they have some control over their lives. Yeah, that's exactly, you know... That's what my Marxist buddy is kind of always talking about. He's like, the people have been forced into a situation where it's kind of impossible to actively or actually achieve the level of wealth that they are trying to emulate. And so the people who are trying to keep them down, I guess at this, I don't know who makes Dubai chocolate. I kind of doubt it actually is from Dubai. But they use these tiny, like, placeholders to make someone feel like they're rich, you know. A poor person, a person who is struggling with financial stuff, who has, you know, the iPhone 15. It's this kind of weird, or the 16, whatever, it's the newest one at this point. Kind of this weird little thing. Or like I think they talked about this in an episode of, I think, Adventuring Party, which is something from Dimension 20, about how, like, when you're younger, sometimes you have no idea what your family finances actually look like. Like, oh, you know, I have a big house and a pool and a trampoline, but then my parents are hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, and I just never know. And I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about the hypothetical me. But, yeah, it is that kind of weird thing. I'm definitely, I consider myself an anti-capitalist person, but I have not done some of the deep research that I think it takes to call yourself a Marxist or an anarchist or a communist or whatever. I just simply haven't done that work. But criticisms of capitalism are always very interesting to me, especially in a metaphorical, fictional sense, but also just in a real world. Like, here's how things are. Let's look at it honestly. And, you know, I think some people look at anti-capitalists as, like, trying to scapegoat their problems. Oh, hey, I found a Jesus statue. Mizu, create water! Oh, shit! It could be faintly seen etched into the stone base. Okay. The Sakuko's family shrine. I found a damaged Ojizo-san in the mountains. The character from Mizu, water, can be faintly seen etched into the stone base. I wonder what happens if I offer something that relates to that character. Is this Sakuko's family shrine? Can I offer something? I don't have water. My dad calls me a commie, so I think I'm doing something right. That's funny. I would be sat for a Baldur's Gate 3 stream. Maybe I'll do it. That sounds fun. Everything is a King in Yellow reference if you try hard enough. I only found out of Signalis because of King in Yellow videos, so of course I have to play it. Yeah, that makes sense. Family conflicts at my house are crazy. Oh, dude, that's just called family. I don't know what to tell you. I've never met a family that's completely functional. And that's not even a bad thing. Like, my family, I wouldn't call my family dysfunctional, but like, we're a bunch of Irishmen, and we're very loud, and we're all very performative. I mean, look at me. I got into a very performative job. God, we do family reunions every now and then, kind of infrequently, but we still see each other. And it's always, oh my God, and the political differences that we all have. It's a bit of a shit show sometimes, but it's always fun, and I love them. Okay, I've been waiting for a toolkit. I'm just going to give this up. Alright. I also got called a pagan by my old church for having long hair, so we stay winning. Yeah, You know, that's funny. I can think of a very famous Christian figure who also had long hair. What was his name? Oh, yeah. Jeezy Christ. My man J-Man, he had long hair. What's up? Was he a pagan? I'm anti-capitalist, but I also make it clear when I talk to people that I don't know what the solution is or what system would be better. I just try to stick to criticism or critique. Oh, yes, Starbucks is so performative. Yeah, that's... I mean, I was referencing more of this whole situation. But actually, at Starbucks, I do become a different person. It's the customer service voice, you know how it goes. But yeah, I'm definitely not acting like myself, especially when I'm in drive-thru or whatever. Gotta go work now. Glad I got to catch them in the stream for once. Good luck with the rest of the playthrough. Thank you. If you get to come back later, I hope to see you, but, when you watch the VOD later, have a good day. See, my dad and I are on the opposite side of the political spectrum, but we really respect each other, so we regularly debate each other. Customer service mask goes hard. Yeah. My dad and I, we are very different in our belief system. And earlier in my life, that caused some real problems. It caused some real separation issues between us. And still, sometimes I struggle to talk to him about certain things because I do think he has a very, traditional mindset when it comes to certain ideas. And it is sort of that thing of, well, I've lived with this system my whole life, so how dare you try to change it or even criticize its qualities. And, I get that. It's uncomfortable to have to analyze, your situation and what you've had to endure, maybe for no reason, at a later stage in your life. My dad turned 50 last year, so he's not all that old, all things considered. But he's far enough in his life that to make a drastic change, and he was a military man. He's a businessman. He's worked very hard to create the life for himself that he wants, and he has very specific values. And unfortunately, sometimes those values just don't align with mine. But, I have respect for it. I have respect for the context through which he makes these decisions and understands reality. It's interesting. I was entirely kidding. I was a server up until recently. I'm very familiar with the customer service code switch. It's exhausting, dude. I hate having to do it. But I work at a coffee shop. People, they need you to be chipper. It's all about towing the line and trying to find a ground where you can talk. Definitely a challenge, but I'm very much a fortune cookie, so I try to think that people will grow with learning. I'm just deepening our bond. Wait, what are we talking about? Alrighty. Letter from Sakuko's mother. Dear Sakuko, you mustn't ever speak again about how you hear otherworldly voices talking or singing. Okay. Puberty. Yeah, dude, sometimes you go through puberty and a demon in the back of your mind starts being like, that's normal. We all get that. We all hear our dead ancestors speaking to us. That's puberty. Some people, they get zits. Some people, they get taller, or, they develop breasts or whatever. But you know what? Our puberty, we have ghosts. Sorry, I'm having too much fun with this. I gotta go to the bathroom soon. You may hear and see strange things that you can't explain. The same thing happened to me when I was your age. Yeah, okay, that's mental illness, dog. However, it's nothing more than your imagination playing tricks on you. If your friends find out, though, they'll label you the strange girl. They'll abandon you, ostracize you. Because around here, once rumors spread, people never look at you the same again. So much of this game is people having to hide who they truly are because of societal expectations. And it's not just us, apparently. It's interesting. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm hyper as heck. I just did some chores, so I'm hyped up. Does that get you hyped? Doing laundry, you're like, fuck yeah! I'm hyped up too, clearly. A line me and my dad agree on is we can disagree on how we get there, but we want a better life for all. Right, exactly. That actually was huge for repairing my relationship with my brother, and we've actually talked about this on stream before, Rattleson. Is that for so long we believed in different things, we voted for different people, whatever. But at the end of the day, if I can look at a person and say, I believe you're good, and you're making these choices because you want to do good. You know, there's still a conversation to be had about those choices, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I don't think you're evil. I don't think we're enemies. We're not in opposition, but you know, that's a good starting point. Getting towards the end, I started having fun with it and just being off-puttingly positive, smiling way too wide and talking a little too high-pitched. Just because uncanny valley, just, hi, welcome to Starbucks, or wherever. Gosh, it's almost like this is about cycles of trauma. Generational trauma. Dishes, I love doing dishes. I don't know why, but I can usually unwind cleaning at the end of my night shift. I don't like doing dishes. I like organizing. I don't like cleaning. Does that make sense? I like putting stuff away. I don't like sweeping or like do whatever. I like folding laundry because that's a physical, and then you put it away and that's it. But like trying to get like into corners or like wiping stuff down, it's weird. And it's kind of the inverse of how my girlfriend is, so it works out. We're moving so slow. Nothing better than a customer yelling at you and then you respond being so scarily in high spirits that I literally saw people quivering. Either way, it made it better for me. God, dude, I working in the food industry is just such a shit show sometimes. The customers I've had to deal with. I work primarily with a group of Hispanic women. That's just the majority. Oh. Is this maybe what I should put at the statue? Or maybe I fill it with water. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try doing that. I do have to pee. But what's especially hard for me is, you know, I'm a tall white man, so I don't have to deal with this, but occasionally people come in, and when they get mad about whatever the fuck they think is wrong with their coffee, they get racist. I get very, very uncomfortable with that, because obviously, you know, I don't want to be like, white knights say, hey, don't you, because like, you know, they're adults, and also like a lot of them are my managers, so whatever, but at the same time, I'm like, God, it's just icky. I'm pretty sure I got jump scared by him last time. Hey, hello. Yeah, I was just looking at stuff, don't worry about it. Sakuko's the one who died, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, what the hell is going on? Shu, what are you? I know you're a ghost. Okay. I know I usually try to do this like in between the spirit world sections and I need to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry, Chad. So, we're gonna take a quick 5. Stand up, stretch, get a snack, do whatever. You get some water, chug a bunch and get very cold for no reason. And we'll be back momentarily. I am back. Hello, everybody. And I just read Sophie's point. When customers were rude to our Spanish staff, I would find some kind of way to say how important they were to our establishment because they spoke 2 languages while most of our customers spoke 1. I did not return with Padme. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. She's still so cute upstairs. But like, I can't tell you how many times someone comes into the drive-through and the very first thing they say is, "You speak Spanish?" And I don't. I mean, look at me. No, I don't. But half of our staff does, and that's really handy because in my area there are a lot of Spanish-speaking people naturally. So first of all, why are you going to a store in this area and being like, "Whoa, why are there Hispanic people here?" That's crazy. But wait, did I unmute myself? Okay, I did. I thought for a second that I did that classic Connor bit of just. But no. Yeah, it just pisses me off. It's just, there's no logic to it, and it's just stupid. All right. No riot gear necessary. I'll get her. Oh, fucking Snuggie. Oh, she's gonna hate me. Here she is. Here she is, everybody. There's that kitty. She's being a sleepy girl. My girlfriend got her this little cute blue bow. It's so adorable. Yeah, she's a sleepy girl right now. You just gonna hang out with us, Padme, or you're gonna try to leave? Yeah, learning a couple phrases in other languages does help. I actually do. I know plenty of phrases, for coffee reasons, frio or, wait, shit. I know this. Caliente o frio, for hot or cold. Obviously, there's the funny thing of Starbucks where grande means big, but then grande is medium in Starbucks, so that's always annoying. But, todos or solamente when someone says, oh, it's just that. I know pregunta is question because I always, when I hand out the thing, I always say, oh, there's a quick question on there because there's always the tip thing. So I say, oh, una pregunta. When someone says, oh, do you speak Spanish? I always say, uno momento, and then someone else comes on. Yeah, uno momento, exactly. Yeah, all that good stuff. Okay, but we're not here to talk about how much Spanish. What's your favorite vegetable? Spanish. No, we're not here to talk about how much Spanish I know or don't know. We're here to play Silent Hill F and have occasional kitty moments. Oh, she's so sleepy. It's so cold. And she's such a chill kitty. She gets her attention, or her energy later. My cat Ichabod. Ichabod's such a fun name for a cat. Just yelled at me because I went oh, and it wasn't directed at him. Yum Spanish. Yes. Welcome, Mo pun intended. Everyone's saying hello to the kitty. Gotta find my cat. I miss her. Padme, sweet princess baby. Everybody loves Kitty. Everybody loves Kitty. Just know she's here. Even if you can't see, you can see her tail slapping around a little bit. Here, I'll try to give us a bit more Kitty view if I can. It's a struggle. She's a little kitty. But okay, let's get back into it. Let's do this. Bam, boom, bonk. Here we go. We call him Icky for short. That's funny. That's cute. Oh, Padme, you're like a sweet baby. You're such a sweet baby. Hi, girly. See, she's my girly. She's my little girly. God, it's fucking cold out. Wait, I just got a notification that says schools in GTA cancel classes due to weather. I don't know what that means. Okay. Thank you, Dama. He meowed his approval. Yes. 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 Tell Ichabod he's also a pretty kitty. Yes. All kitties. All kitties matter. I don't like invoking that imagery. I regret saying it in that way, but I do love every kitty. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so sweet, baby. It's a sweetheart. Okay. My cat's full title is Pedal to the Metal, Stick It to the Man, but we just call her Pedal. Or Yib? Yib? That's fun. I've always liked the idea of naming pets just after just people names, which is why my hamster was named Elias, because it's very much not like a hamster name, but Padme is a little Star Wars reference. Oh, it's a sweetheart. Okay, I'm getting distracted. She's my special girl. Okay, I at least want to make it through a Spirit World section before stream ends, and we haven't been going for that long, so let's just keep it moving. Hey, Padme. Just stopping in to say hi. I have to go brave the negative 5-degree weather. Wish me luck. At least it's up to 15 from yesterday. Yikes. Well, thanks for stopping by, Cheery. Hopefully it's not too cold for you out there. What are you doing? Oh, she's just readjusting. Yeah, I was just saying it's so cold here because it's been so hot in Colorado. And now, all of a sudden, it's frigid. Yeah, good luck. My sister named her first cat Ziva, and her current cat is Charlie Catlin, on account of the black splotch that looks like a toothbrush mustache. I'm glad she went with Chaplin as opposed to the other famous mustache haver. Oh, Big Kitty, yawn. Oh my gosh. She mostly calls you Booger Booger. Yeah, our cat's name is Padme, but my girlfriend basically only calls her Babas at this point. Babas. Hey, sweet Babas. Okay. We actually do have to go back down and through the woods. Petal is a big coward. What are you doing? What are you looking at? What's up? Is she going to try to stand in front of the screen? I guarantee that's what's about to happen. Oh, she's looking at the mic. Oh, she's over it. Okay, bye. She left. We lost her. She might come back later. She's an independent kitty. She can make her own choices. Okay. Petal's a big coward. She's got severe anxiety, so she doesn't live up to her name at all. Unless you know her well, then she's a monster. Oh, I get that. Every kitty, even the sweetest kitty, has a little bit of a monster inside them, waiting to come out. A gremlin. Maliumpkin? 7 pounds. He's 14 and massive. Holy crap. That's a big cat. That's a big kitty. I think I'm loving you more than I should. Again, still, Dirty Girl, still stuck in my head. But my dirty girl soup got you hungry for more. Hungry for more. Charlie's so big he doesn't jump, he thuds. Hey! Hey, girlie. Yeah, what's up? Was it worth it? Mojave at the end of Cat Named Mojave. Was it worth it? Yeah, good reference, Connor. Good one. Fucking rad. No, it was a cool game. I liked that game. I was very happy to play it. I keep waiting for my girlfriend. One of my favorite podcasts of all time, as a side note, I love podcasts. Maybe you all saw the short. One of my favorite podcasts of all time is the Adventure Zone Balance. I've listened to it 3 or 4 times, I think, completely. Maybe even 5 times at this point. And it was one of the very first things my girlfriend and I bonded over because we both independently loved the McElroys and Monster Factory and specifically Adventure Zone. And so now I want to watch it with my girlfriend, but she has a very specific rule that it needs to be like cold and bleak and dreary. And this would have been the perfect day for it, but she's in fucking Louisiana? Where the hell is my girlfriend? She's in another state! I think she's in Louisiana. It's either Louisiana or Georgia. Sorry, I have to look something up real quick. Okay, good. Okay, good. She's in the warm, yeah. A cheese podcast does sound incredibly fun. The reason I mentioned that was because in Parks and Recreation, which is one of my favorite childhood shows at least, when Aziz Ansari as Tom Haverford... Whoa! Hey, girly. She's like, I hate Aziz Ansari! When Aziz Ansari as Tom Haverford is talking about podcasts, he mentions that he and John Ralphio have a podcast themselves, which is called, I think, Nacho Average Podcast, where they just rank nacho cheeses. And so that's what I was vaguely referencing. Did you listen to the Mabim Bam naming of 2026? No, I actually haven't. Actually, you know what? Don't tell me, because I really do love listening to those episodes. They always struggle. Dude, we almost had the worst year last year, Tummy Buddy time. What the hell were they thinking? And then they did Thunder Drive, and that was a lot better. Goodness, all these monsters' designs are so cool. I love the spider lilies. Yeah, it's sick. It's sick. He's buff. Like, he doesn't look overweight. He's just so big. We adopted him on Friday the 13th, so we just wanted to give them spooky names, but Mally was too small to be called anything scary. Oh, right. The water. Oh, damn it. Okay, the water thing, though. Thank you for the reminder. I do want to check that out. I don't know if that's crucial to getting, like, a good ending or anything, but it seems interesting, and it certainly wasn't happening in the first playthrough. I was cackling listening to this year's naming. It's always so hysterical, because they're always like... I actually, this is a Connor thing specifically, I have no problem naming things. I'm a DM, and so is Griffin, so are all of them at this point. I'm a DM, and I've been running the same campaign for like fucking 4 years now. And I've had to name so much random shit, and I can do it in 2 seconds. So it's very funny to me that they always get caught up on like, oh, we can't use slant rhymes. I'm like, you have. They have weird guidelines for themselves that they don't even follow specifically, and it's just silly. So I'm excited to see this year's. Sorry, I keep checking the map so much. I'm a goddamn idiot when it comes to 3D video games. I lose track of where I am so quickly. But my dirty girl soup got me begging for more. Or hungry for more. Whatever the fuck they say. Hungry for more. I love that we said we would be theorizing for the stream, and like 2 hours in we're just yapping. Dude, that's every stream I do. I'm always like, no, we're really going to focus in. When have I ever done that? When have I ever done that? Tell me. Never. Never have I. There has been... Oh, okay, that was what we needed to do. Good. Okay. My ears were met with the soothing chimes of bell upon offering this item. This should do. Sweet. Okay, cool. If it didn't matter, I would have been a little PO'd, but it did. So, awesome. Alright, backtrack. That's what we do best. I love yapping. I don't mind, you know? The rhyme and the mood is what really gets them in the first, and then it devolves over an hour. Yeah, they always get so weird about, no, you're gonna call it, or I'm trying to think of like an example. They'd be like, oh, 2024. Yeah, they ended up with Fungalore. I actually thought 2024 was one of the best. I thought Fungalore was actually very funny. But you know what I'm talking about. If you've listened to any of these episodes, you know what I'm talking about. I love a podcast. I've actually chatted with Travis McElroy a couple times. He is a fan of the channel, and I reached out to him after I found that out, and we talked. And we even talked about him potentially being featured in a video at some point, but nothing has come of that as of yet. I would love to, though. I would love to. Yeah, very cool. What is theorizing but yapping with evidence? Yeah, and sometimes yapping without evidence. Sometimes just making shit up. Look at Game Theory. I love Game Theory. Even if they're wrong about a lot of stuff sometimes, I love them. Or I did love them. Whoa, thanks, Shu, you're genius. Oh wait, there's a boss fight coming, isn't there? Wakatta. Oh, another first aid kit. Nope. I need to take some more damage to make all of the... I don't know. The easy mode is so much easier. What's happening? I need a key. Not Game Theory catching strays. No, we love Game Theory. We love Game Theory. I mean, their history with Five Nights at Freddy's is so nuanced. it's so valuable to the series. Like, I genuinely think a lot of what Five Nights at Freddy's is now is because of MatPat. But also, like, some of their early videos, especially the very first one where they're like, yeah, this is based off of that murder that happened in a Chuck E. Cheese, something along those lines. It's just funny. You know, YouTubers are very fallible, even when they're covering, you know, something that they assume they know well. And I've fallen into the same trap. So yeah, no ill will. Game theory was huge for me growing up. Oh, it's the metaphorical embodiment of my father issues. No. What the hell is the thing? You're dead, motherfucker. I have so many healing items. I don't even care. Oh, okay. I need to use something for my sanity. Bam. Okay, nice. Oh dear. All right, let's do this. Come on. Woo! Woo! Perfect dodge. Oh! Ah! That's fine. I don't even care. Not even bothered. Oh, this guy's dead. This game is so... Oh my god! Easy mode is so much easier than what we were playing earlier. This is awesome. There's no challenge here. Oh, and I can't eat its soul, though. We gotta go. Maybe when the daddy issues demon rolls up. Oh. That's the thing. Shu always like has the appearance and the words of someone who cares about you, but at the end of the day, I'm like, you're not helping me at all. I don't know. Storehouse key. Yes. Oh shit, he's back. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. I know. Me when I'm in a corniness fight and my opponent is Lin-Manuel Miranda. Hi, kitty. Look who decided to join us again. Well, okay. She's like, stop shaking me like that. Yeah. Padme's gonna start messing with the cord of my controller, and she's gonna unplug it in the crucial moment. I can just see it. Hi, what's up? You got some eye boogers. Let me get your eye boogers. Yeah. Oh, you got real eye boogers. Let me see you. Let me see. It's okay. It's okay. She was saying hi to her fans. Hello. Hello, fans. Yeah, this is barely my channel. This is Padme's channel. She told me to look after you no matter what happens. Time to go. Alright, we've got to get to the spirit realm. I want to do the spirit realm, and that'll probably be the last thing that happens on stream. Okay. Hungry for more. Hungry for more. I only subscribe to horror creators for the cameos of their cats. Doesn't it feel like every horror creator... Well, actually, that's not true. Wendigoon famously has a corgi, I think. But doesn't it feel like a lot of horror creators are cat people? I'm not sure why that is. Just feels true, though. More sushi for our sanity. Oh, she's such a kitty baby. I'm a gamer and a YouTuber. You're welcome. I don't know why I said that. Alright. Okay. Okay, I was wondering about that. So I think in easy mode, shrines just automatically restore our sanity. Because I think in hard mode you had to do it manually, but now I think it just automatically does it, and we don't have to sacrifice any resources. Yeah, it's good to know. Yeah, because a dog barking in the middle of a horror movie make you jump out of and take you out of the moment, but a cat meowing will just enhance the ambiance. Sure. I will say I've encountered plenty of horror moments where a cat goes meow and just darts across the screen, and it's like a fake out jump scare. I watched that Good Boy movie. That was sad. Did y'all see that? It's the horror movie about the guy who was like dying of cancer or something, and it was all framed through the viewpoint of his dog. It was sad. Dogs are such good companions. God, I just don't need any items anymore. I'm just killing it. God, yeah, I was sobbing by the end of it. It's sad. And it's really interesting, like, the dog actor does a good job. And you really feel his confusion and his concern. And, it's just an interesting concept. I'm surprised it hasn't been done before. He was a good boy. And I really thought that he was going to die at the end. I'm glad he did not. I feel my kitty purring in my lap. I can't hear her, but I feel the vibrations. Oh shit, it's 10. Have I reached... Yeah, I'm in a good spot. Okay. Tend to keep things bottled up inside. Oh my god, parkour! How did you do that? Does Padme's collar have a bell? It does have a little bell. Yeah. Just so we know where she is. I don't trust your ass, Shu. Oh, I tricked you into thinking your cat was around. That's funny. Nah, yeah, it's got a little bell. She has this cute little boat, too. She's so cozy. I don't even want to move her up so you can see her. She's a cozy girl. What is your deal? Okay, I know for a fact. I'll donate. Okay, I'll make a gamble here. I'll donate $30 to a charity that I'll choose later. If Shu is not the boss, the final boss of this game, in some sense, he's gotta be. He's too weird. Oh, are we doing the scarecrow shit? All right, here we go. Who are you? Why do you always have to be so different than everyone else, freak? Okay, so which one's different? Oh no, leave the queen where she is. I'm just happy knowing she's with us. She is definitely with us. She's playing with the cord of my headphones. Alright, which one of you is different? Alright, you don't have a sickle. Maybe that's what makes you different. Sickle. Okay, the boys don't have sickles. Some of the girls don't either. Okay. What's different, though? Their hairstyles are all different, so that's not it. This one's smiling. This one's not smiling. This one, can't even tell. Alright, hold on. Let me just read it again. Let me just look at it one more time. Oh, and the doll! Hey, doll. Hey. Yeah. No, we read the little puzzle. We did it. Why do you have to be so different than everyone else? You freak. Okay, well, oh, is it maybe... This one looks kind of like Rinko. I don't know who that one's supposed to be. I think it's her. I don't know why I think it's her, but I do. So... On the evening of the 7th, a 5-year-old girl fell into the waterway of a rice field and subsequently drowned to death. Authorities believe she accidentally fell in while playing. Yeah, that's why I think I was choosing this one, because she was looking in a different position. Ugh, creepy. Okay, I was going to make a very inappropriate joke, but I... That just the arched back is crazy. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, bye. We're going to continue. Stupid. I didn't even have a further joke than that. I was just like, wow, that's a pose. Alright, what you got for me this time? Who are you? Honestly, you're helpless without me. Scoliosis. Hi, kitty. She readjusted again. Give a little hello. Hello! Okay. Me when I first saw Fox Mask. Oh my god. Okay. You're helpless without me. Okay, so should I be looking for someone who's not like in a pair? It looks like these two are kind of a pair. Or am I just looking for the one that's like furthest removed from everyone? I know what I am. These two are kind of a pair. So who's saying this, though? Is it Shu? Or are these two kind of a pair? Oh, God, this is hard to tell. At least this forces me to actually pay attention to the game a little bit more. Okay, I don't think it's these two. I think those two are together. My assumption is it's one of these three. Oh, but they're looking away from each other, so maybe it's this one. I think it's her. Uh-oh! Not that one. I'm not afraid of you! Because I have no reason to be. I could just do process of elimination here if I wanted to. Uh-oh. What's happening? Doesn't feel like any of them are actually getting any closer to me, so... Whoa! Wait, was it you? What's happening? Okay. I just don't know. Yep! Ah. There is one moving around. I just don't know where it is. I hear it, though. Alright. I'm literally going to process of elimination this. Oh no, it wasn't her either. Okay. Alright, is it you? We're going to find out if it was any of the three that I guessed it was. I don't know why it would be this guy, yeah. They start walking when you're not looking, but I think it's the next one. Ow. Ow. Oh god, wait, do they get back up? Okay, well then who the fuck? Ah! Oh right, the ones I've already done, they can just come back to life, can't they? I don't even know. Yeah, the weapons do have durability. Okay, this was it, I guess. Good kids don't play near waterways. Be especially careful when there's been a lot of rain because water levels will rise. Good kids don't play in crop fields. Watch out for the reservoirs and ponds because they're dangerous too. Whoa. Whoa. Die. Alright. Need a new weapon. We'll do this. And she's pointing this way. Onwards. Onwards and forwards. Here we go. Yeah, that's the only reason not to do process of elimination, the durability of the weapons. But hey, it worked out, so bottoms up. Who are you? I'll be your friend, otherwise you'll be so miserably alone. Okay, so are we looking for one who's kind of alone? That's gotta be this one then, right? Damn it! It's hard to tell. Bonk. Okay, so who's miserably alone? Maybe it's based on who they're looking at. Well, they're all looking away from each other. I'm a little confused by these puzzles. Maybe it's this one. Or is it this one? Nope. Oh my god, camera, work with me here. Alright, then is it you then? Nope. Ow. Ow. Ah! Ah! God, the damage is so low, it doesn't even matter. Ah! Okay, it's gonna matter in a second here. Okay, so it wasn't any of those girlies. Not you. I just don't know. She's got a bird pin. Maybe it's that. There we go. Around 6 p.m., the girl's family discovered her floating face down in the waterway after being carried 2 kilometers downstream from where she initially fell in. She was transported to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead on arrival. Multiple accidents have occurred due to this waterway in the past, but a single prevention measure has yet to be put in place. Bummer. I think we're just about done with the puzzles anyway, so... Damn! This... What? I don't... That angle is a little... unfortunate. Yeah, this puzzle's just not the most clear, I fear. Okay, did we make it? Yeah, I know. What is with the girlies poses? It's a little... It's a lot. Tell me truly, you two aren't anything more than friends, right? I've always been watching you and you weren't looking, you know? Okay, so it's gonna be... I think it's gonna be the girl... Oh. Then yeah, it's gotta be this one. Right? There we go, okay. When children are lost and begin to panic, they become less able to pay attention to their surroundings. There have been numerous reports of children running around areas they're not familiar with, then falling into waterways and reservoirs and drowning. If you come across a lost child, please offer your help to them. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is also new as well. The drowned girl thing. Most normal pose we've gotten. How many more puzzles are there? Alright, last one. Last one. I think. I have to imagine this is the last one. Who are you? You. Yes, you. Alright, should I just look for one that looks a lot like Hinako? Okay, let's take a look at Hinako. She's got a bob. That's about it. Not that one. Not him. Not her. Maybe this one. Could be this one. Not her, I don't think. Not him. Oh! It could be her. Ah. Relax. Get bonked on. Okay, I guess it wasn't her. I don't know why it would have been, but okay. Yeah, I think it's this one. The way this game was described to me, I've never fully sat through it. It's talked about the pressure of young girls and women to marry, so rage monsters striking poses like that is a thought. Could be. Maybe when the angels start weeping. Another Doctor Who reference. Okay, I was right. This evening, the lifeless body of Shimizu... Oh. Wait, that's us. Shimizu Hinako was found in a crop field waterway after she presumably drowned to death. It is suspected that she panicked after losing her way and began running around in the dark. This is likely when she stumbled and fell into the waterway. The name of the actual child who tragically died has been replaced with cutout letters of my name. What a disgusting prank. That's creepy. Pretty sure that was new. I don't think I've seen that before. Shu? Also, oh. Hey, where the fuck are we? I'm going the other way. Fuck you, Shu. Damn. The illusion of choice. I have to pee again. I'll pee again once we get to the spirit world. I feel like we're almost there. Doesn't Rinko push us down the goddamn stairs? Oh god, I do have to pee. Maybe I should just go now. If you're here, say something. Something! Oh, okay. I don't think there's a choice not to look for her, but did what we have to. Yeah, I'll pee once we get to the spirit world. That's great. And Hinako's like, I'm not looking. I don't care. Oh, it started snowing again. Bit of an awkward silence there. Ooh. Stairs. What are you doing, kitty? What are you doing? There's the doll. There are no bathrooms in the spirit world. That would be terrible. Rinko's beef is almost as fake as Dubai chocolates.
今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない。
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない。助けるためにも一度脱出する必要があるんだ。
でも街を出るって言っても、あれじゃ無理だよ。
無理ってどういう意味だ？
そっちの窓から天井が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
Okay, look, I get it, but this is very much video game logic, because you're telling me you couldn't just cross that very small stream? That's silly. It's my way or the highway. Wasabi.
念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい。
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。あ、私も一緒に行こう。
I'll help you look for it. Just don't push me down the stairs. Watch out, Hinako. There's a snake behind you. Oh, maybe. Beware, Rinko. Oh. Oh, there's a little bit of the redness on the stairs. That's interesting. You just got Rinkoed. Alright, we're about to be in the spirit world. As soon as the cutscene's over, I'm going to the bathroom. Also, a spammer keeps texting me, "Are you home? Are you home?" I know your game. I know who you are. What am I doing? What the hell is that? Okay, we're back, and that means it's time for to pee. It's time for me to pee. It's time for you to pee, if you so choose. I don't know. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment, folks. I will see you momentarily. God, it is so fucking cold in my apartment right now. Holy shit. Okay. And yes, cats are indeed drama queens. You know this. Okay. I have not eaten anything today, and I've got other stuff to do. So, my plan is, as per usual, once we're done with the spirit realm, we've done a little bit of real world, a little bit of spirit realm. That'll be it for today's stream. But, you know, we've still got a good amount going, so let's get into it. I unmuted, right? I always fear. Yeah, okay. Okay, good. Good. Oh, kitties. Kitty cats. I should do a video about Padme. I don't know what the video would be, but I should. Maybe a Connor Unscripted. Maybe when I reach 100,000. Did I do a Connor Unscripted for 75k? I think I was planning to, but then my tattoo artist moved, so. Ita! Can't wait for me to catch up. Yeah, that's a... What, Shu? Sounds like Shu. I also, so long ago, I was like, especially after the Lost in Vivo video, I was like, oh, I want to do a Lunacid video. And I played a lot of Lunacid, but after a certain point, I just stopped. I don't know why. It was fun. It was a fun game. It was cool. My girlfriend found it very unsettling because of the ambiance, but I liked it. Ah! Ah! Oh! I'm so stupid. I am so dumb. I watched that movie Together last night with Dave Franco. Dave Franco? Yeah. And Alison Brie. That was good. That was a good movie. I was expecting it to be kind of gimmicky, but there was some really spooky moments in it. I liked it a lot. Plus, I always have loved both of those actors, but specifically Alison Brie. I am a huge Community fan. I had a big crush on Alison Brie growing up. Annie Edison. The body horror in that is excellent. Yeah. But not even that, but there's also like a lot of really cool contortion shit. Like the scene where they start sliding together and the door opens and she's like totally bent backwards and takes a couple steps. That's unsettling. Also all the stuff with his mom. I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Drained from the sacrifice for blood. And also the commentary, like the metaphor behind all of it. It was cool. Drain from the sacrifice for blood, sparing not a drop, and add unto... Oh, she's back. She's back. And add unto it wine that has been distilled 8 times over. Spare her body of its earthly viscera and fill it instead with rice that has been mixed with the master's saliva before sealing it shut with needle and thread. This sounds unpleasant. Metal contains multitudes. In the dark shall the vessel... My nose is getting a little stuffy. I apologize, chat. Shall the vessel rest undisturbed until the redolent odor of wine rises from her skin. Adorn her in fine garments befitting a bride, then set her afloat on a raft of straw so her blood wine may seep into the water's surface. Do this, and into the depths she shall sink, quelling the wrath that waits below. Gross. That reminds me of that, I'm not sure what culture it comes from, but that torture method where they fill you, they break your arms and legs, and they put you in a boat, with I think milk and honey in it, and you also eat a bunch of milk and honey, and then they put something on top of the boat, so, or maybe this only happened to one guy, but either way it was creepy. And then you like bake in the sun, and then like a bunch of bugs come and eat you all up and stuff, and was that an ancient Persian thing? Is that what it was? Yeah, it sounds so gross. And like the dude who I saw it was talking about was alive for 17 days. There's a hand in here. Oh my god, it's Cousin It. Or no. Cousin It's the hairy guy. That's the thing? Is that what it is? We can definitely say humans are creative. Yeah, especially when it comes to fucking torturing each other. We're evil. A perspective on Hiragami. It is a core tenet of Shintoism that each land throughout all Japan is protected by its own deities. From this, people pray to the gods so that they and their lands might be blessed. In turn, their belief strengthens the god and gives them the ability to better protect the land in a beneficial cycle of reciprocation. Why did I say that like that? Reciprocation. Thus, the bond between humans and gods is vital to the prosperity of both. If the underlying strength of this bond can indeed be explained through mortal blood, then the reason for the gods joining themselves in sacred matrimony to mortals who call their land home becomes evident. Perhaps it is through the addition of their blood that the bond between mortal and god is strengthened. And if this is true, then I should think that frequently upholding such forms of unification would be best for all involved. However, in practice, marital bonds between mortal and deity are vanishingly rare. It is a mystery why this is so. Or perhaps, I find the greater mystery to be, why was I chosen? Ooh, who else here has been married to a mask boy? Oh, hey. Oh, interesting. There's a fox mask and a bunch of tools. So this has happened to someone else. Is it Junko, maybe? Potentially? Perhaps? Is there anyone to fight? Or is that coming later? I'm good to go, and I'm going nowhere fast. Did we ever find out who her sister married? I don't think we did. That feels like it would be valuable information, potentially. I'm just not certain. Wait, where the hell am I? Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm not. I just did a full loop. Okay. Oh, good to go. See, I have to use this map so goddamn much. I am very stupid when it comes to keeping track of where I am in games like these. Is this a stage? Is what a stage? It's a video game stage. It's a level. I want to play No, I'm Not a Human again. That was a fun stream, and I liked doing all the voices. My folklore-loving brain is so pleased right now. I think it's implying that this marriage is also an ancient ritual with brides through the centuries. I mean, yeah, we did walk through that hallway in our original playthrough that had, like, a ton of girls wearing the fox mask stuff, so it would make sense that this was an ongoing ritual thing. I'm good to go. I have a Fall Out Boy song stuck in my head now. It's impossible to exist as an ADHD man and not always have a song stuck in my head. I like being ADHD. I don't know if that's controversial or if, like, you know, I actually think that's a common sentiment that people who have, like, come to terms with their own neurodivergency at the end of the day kind of appreciate it more. Like, I like being ADHD, but it's a fucking hassle sometimes. I'll tell you that much. I bet attending a concert in a boat would be fun. Yeah, as long as your arms and legs weren't broken, you weren't being eaten by bugs. A boat concert sounds cool. Some yacht rock, potentially. Genuinely fun. It can be annoying, but it's fun. Yeah. I felt that there's always music up here. Dude, I used to get migraines very regularly. I still get them sometimes, but not like every other week like I did when I was a kid. It looks like this is maybe missing incense. Like that's an incense pot or something. But every time I got a migraine, I would always have a song stuck in my head the whole time, and that made it so much worse. Like I had CeeLo Green's Fuck You or Forget You, which is actually my favorite version, stuck in my head for a migraine once, and I used to truly hate that song. It used to be my least favorite song of all time. But you know what actually... well, this was true when I was younger. It's probably not true anymore. My least favorite song when I was younger was fucking Cheerleader. That song was I hated it. I made fun of it all the time. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. I fucking hated that song. I hated it. Alright, where am I going? Alright, maybe this way. She is always right there when I need her. Crane Wives song? I'm not sure that one. I don't know who that is. I like it sometimes, but when the executive dysfunction gets bad, I definitely start losing my mind. Yeah, executive dysfunction is definitely a problem. I deal with it a lot. I gotta be honest. And I think that you could also maybe call it writer's block, depending on who you are and what you deal with. But like, There will be times, especially after I've finished a video that has taken me a long time to put together, so like one of my Little Nightmares videos, or an Ethan Winters video, or just one of my longer video essays, I really do start to have these moments of like, I just can't anymore. It's like, I have dyscalculia also, and it took a while for my parents to understand what I meant when I was talking about it, but like what I used to say is like, there's a certain point when I'm trying to do math, especially abstract math, stuff that's like, you know, not like, oh, you know, Jameson had this many watermelons, but like where it's literally just a formula that I'm supposed to solve, I'd be like, at a certain point, a blockade forms in my mind that is impassable. Like, I'm looking at this and logically I can understand a step up to a certain point, and then after that, it stops. There's a blockade, my brain cannot process that information, and it's very frustrating. And it took until senior year of high school for my parents for me to get a diagnosis, honestly. I was diagnosed with ADHD in 3rd grade, but dyscalculia I did not get diagnosed with until I was in 12th grade. And that's also the reason why I've gone on record as saying I fucking hate math. I have to do math kind of regularly, you know, I think most people do, but I can't stand math because of all the struggles I used to have with it. My brother loves math. It's crazy. Oh yeah, like I'm not bad at math by any means, but the loops I had to go through to make my brain work with it was a nightmare. Exactly. If I had to describe Crane Wives, it's something like modern witch vibing while the world kind of sucks. That sounds fun. A bunch of people have recommended to me the album Perverts by Ethel Cain. I do not listen to Ethel Cain regularly, or at all, to be honest. Should I try that? It said avoid the Western room. That means I probably need to go there. The hand on a hot burner metaphor helps me explain it a lot. Can you elaborate on that? Because I actually don't know if I'm familiar with that metaphor. What does that mean? And like I'm saying, I do like being ADHD because I genuinely think it's helped my creativity. My brain moves so fast that I can... that if I latch on to the right thing, I can find really cool, interesting elements of my personality and my observation that I think are very valuable. But, you know, the executive dysfunction is so real, very stressful. And again, it contributes a lot to my writer's block a lot of the time. It's a cool painting. Okay, I've not been paying close enough attention, so I fear I'm getting lost, and I just want to make sure that I check all my bases. Cover all my bases. Becoming so introspective as I've grown, so it's nice to know oneself. Writer's block sucks, 0 out of 10. Yeah, dude, writer's block and the occasional... okay, this is interesting. I thought brain fog was more of a, like, just like a vague reference to, oh, you know, I'm you know, busy with something, or my mind's occupied by something else. I learned pretty recently that brain fog is an actual, like, it's a thing. It's a, it's a symptom of certain neurodivergencies and certain anxieties and stuff. And I've definitely experienced brain fog, but I think in the past year or so, I've experienced it to a greater degree than I've ever before. And again, I'm managing, but it's very interesting the way that, you know, I thought my childhood ADHD was the end-all be-all, but there's just always more. There's just always something else to deal with. As you grow and you become more yourself and you become an adult, the way that ADHD manifests, and it's interesting. Sorry, I got distracted by this. Because that's me, or I guess any schoolgirl, but like, that's basically me. But who are these people? It seems like maybe Junko, but they're all faceless. Okay. Okay. So I am physically capable of placing my hand on a hot stove top burner. I can do it, but I'm not going to do it because my brain tells me that it will hurt. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Because that is exactly what it feels like. It's like, yes, there is a part of my brain that can logically put these pieces together, especially if I have an understanding of it. But some self-preservation instinct or whatever the hell is happening is physically preventing me from doing it. I could put my hand on a hot stove, but I would not. Okay, I hear you. Okay, so this is probably the missing item. Okay, good. Uh-oh. We got people. Let's go! I'm not afraid of you, girlie. I have so many healing items. Let's do it. Whoa, you look a little different. Ow. I think I missed the... Oh, you're just one of these guys. Yeah, okay. One of these guys. I'm literally not even worried about taking damage, because the damage I take now is so much less than it used to be, and I have so many more healing items. I love it. I gotta hop off for a work meeting. I'm so glad YouTube showed me your stream. I've been watching your vids for a while now. Thanks. Hey, thank you so much for joining. I'm happy you were able to make it, and enjoy your work meeting. The issue is that my brain gets things mixed up. Things that don't excite my my neurodivergent brain feel like doing them would hurt the way burning my hand would. You don't have to explain that to me at all. I totally understand what you mean. And it sucks because my dad is ADHD, but he also is very heavily OCD. And I don't want to like share his like baggage and stuff, but he is the kind of person who has become so accustomed to his OCD that he kind of relies on it. And so for that reason, he has a lot of control over his life, but it's very like, he's kind of white knuckling reality, which doesn't work for me. And my mom is not ADHD at all. She's never gotten any diagnosis. It's possible that she is, but the way that she behaves makes me believe that probably not. And so for that reason, when I tried to talk to my parents about what I was experiencing, there just wasn't... Whoa! There wasn't a shared understanding. There wasn't a jumping off point, that would have made the explanation make more sense. But, you know, again, we have reached a much better place now in my adulthood, but it just sucks that it took so much of my childhood to get there. Because it was really hard. It was very hard. And I got bullied by certain teachers. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. Alright, where am I now? There's gotta be a door out of here. Okay. I don't care about you. Oh, I love it. What is this? K-pop Demon Hunters? Till it's done, done, done! Okay. Many alternative theories exist about the origin of the name Inadama. I think I got that. One such theory suggests that a man commissioned the blade, then gifted it to Oina, who was to be his Zuma, meaning wife, upon their wedding. Another theory states that, due to Inazuma also meaning bountiful harvest, the name was meant to represent the family's wish for continued prosperity for generations to come. Interesting. Especially in reference to the idea that I believe Hineko's father kind of sold her to pay off his debts, and that's why her marriage was weird. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. J-pop Spirit Hunters. Text them and save you all from me more than you know. That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah. Sorry, my neurodivergence also makes me a chronic over-explainer. Oh, dude. You never... Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. And this is going to be a hard and fast rule across the board. You never have to explain yourself for neurodivergencies. Part 1, because I understand firsthand, and Part 2, because empathetically, like, who the fuck am I? So, never feel bad about, you know, hyperfixating, over-explaining. Even if I'm not going to accuse you of mansplaining, because... Oh, but to be real, though, when I get hyperfixated on something and someone asks me about it, so Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Junji Ito, House of Leaves, horror in general, I fucking go off, right? I explode like a bomb and it all comes out all at once. And sometimes, and this has happened in real life, I get accused of mansplaining. And I hate that. It makes me feel so embarrassed. I never want to actually do that. I never want to talk down to someone, especially a woman, and make them feel like I know better than them, because I absolutely don't. I'm a goddamn moron. But I'm very familiar with the idea of becoming so excited that someone asked you about or knows anything about this topic that you love. So you gotta talk about it. How much have I talked about Dimension 20 and just D&D in general today? a ton for no reason. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I get it. And so you don't have to explain yourself. Oh no, do they think you're mansplaining? It's happened before, yeah. My love for Bloodborne suffers. I want to play it so bad, but PlayStation is out of my budget, but my soul yearns. God, it's such a fucking good game. I will do a Bloodborne stream. It's a bit more difficult because I stream on my PC and Bloodborne is still somehow a PlayStation exclusive, but I will find a way to do a Bloodborne stream. I would love to. It's my favorite game of all time. I have a tattoo of the Hunter's Mark. Sorry, I never even thought of that. I'm so sorry. It's like, don't worry about it. It is by far like not the worst problem I've ever had to deal with. ADHD achievement, you unlocked unskippable cutscene. No, not hyperfixation being mixed up for mansplaining. Exactly. Like, I get it. You know, when you're a woman who's been talked down to over and over throughout your life, it's really frustrating for a man to be like, no, I know so much about this. I know exactly. But that's not what I'm going for. I'm not trying to be better than you or talk down to you. It's just I love the things that I love, and I love talking about the things that I love. That's why I have this YouTube channel in the first place. And, you know, that's how it goes. C'est la vie. But it is frustrating. So all I want to say is, like, I'm never going to accuse you of doing that. Even if, you know, if you're not a male. Like, talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. I love this community. I want to support it. This key gets the same one as before. Something's supposed to go here too. Yep. It's not because you're a man, it's because you're a nerd. Oh wait, I'm about to have my first boss fight, aren't I? After I go through, you know, all of this stage. It'll be much easier, but I love the bosses in this game. They're very cool. We appreciate the nerding out. I don't even know if it's just because I'm a nerd. I mean, that's definitely an element of it, but I think my reaction to it is very much the ADHD coming through. I also have a bunch of friends who are armchair psychologists who are like, Connor, you're autistic. And I'm like, maybe, because I think being ADHD is naturally, it means you're on the spectrum. That's what my mother told me, who is a nurse. But at the same time, I've never received a de facto diagnosis for autism, and I am uncomfortable claiming to be something that I haven't received like official diagnosis for, but that's what people tell me. I don't know. Wait, what is mansplaining? That is. I once told my father-in-law that Jaws is my favorite movie. Then he proceeded to plot point by plot point tell me what happens in Jaws. That is mansplaining. Maybe, but have you considered, was he hyperfixated on Jaws? But I don't know. It sounds like it could be. I tell folks all the time that I have a bad habit of talking like I know what I'm talking about. That's funny. Yeah, I have autism too. L for the father-in-law. ADHD, yay. Ugh. Being a human is just hard, kind of across the board. Even, you know, even if you don't have neurodivergency, or even if you're... I've never met a person who's completely neurotypical. I kind of don't believe they exist. But it's just hard. It's hard to exist, and people have to deal with that in a bunch of different ways, and sometimes that means getting very deeply lost in your passions and your interests, and sometimes when you do that, it means you become a little bit of a freak, and that's fine. It's a good kind of freak. Damn, I am so stacked on healing items. I love this boss design. She's so cool. Plus, plus, plus. She's very sun goddess coded, which is very cool because the Japanese sun goddess is so funny mythologically. Funny, cool, not funny, bad. No, he said he'd only seen the movie twice. So yeah, okay. He was just like, oh, you don't understand the intricacies of this. Who made Jaws? Steven Spielberg, right? That's Spielberg, right? Steven Spielberg's work. Whoever made it. To be fair, I've only played through my favorite game once, but it still impacted my life so much. Well, that's interesting. I'm curious what the game is, because if it's one of those super long ones, like Disco Elysium, I've actually only completed one complete playthrough of Disco Elysium, and it's by far one of the most incredible games I've ever played. And I could talk anyone's ear off about that, especially because, you know, I engage with fandom a lot, you know. I like seeing fan art, I like hearing fan theories, and so, like, that gives me a greater look into things that I've maybe even only played once. Yeah, it is Spielberg. Nice, I got it right. Yeah, for sure. Now it can be done in one sitting. It's... Oh, what is it? What is it? Anticipation. Message retracted. Who the fuck was that? Okay. I think maybe they just wanted to do the whole thought at
こ
once.
んなところに
Yeah, what happened to my lamp? I guess it broke, but why can't I get a new one? It's too dark for this shit. Oh, I kind of remember this part. Dirty, dirty girl. I maybe just need to play that on stream. I entered the chat too early. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're fine. I figured that's what happened. Drink water. My throat kind of hurts. It's dry out today, so. You guys have thoughts all at once. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I have like 4 or 5 thoughts all at once, and they're not always complete thoughts, but there's a song playing. My life is scored by music. There's always a vague reference to whatever I'm actually doing, a reference to whatever I should be doing. You know, like if I should be working right now. Just a weird maze that sort of makes sense at the end. I've always explained my thought process as like a spider web, in that every thought is connected to every other thought, and sometimes there's a little vibration over here and you go all the way over there, and then, you know, that vibration, you connect to that little segment of it, and then you move down the spider web. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Some people, when they describe their... I asked my friends, like, physically describe what your thoughts look like. And some people were like, oh, it's kind of like a balloon floating and it just hits something every once in a while. Some people say it's like the DVD logo that bounces around the screen. And every time it hits the corner or whatever, that's a thought. But for me, it's a spider web. My thoughts are a spider web. Train station with a million trains, but there's only one conductor. That's interesting. That's a good way of phrasing it. Oh, it can be done in one setting. It's What Remains of Edith Finch. No, I love What Remains of Edith Finch. I've only played that game once, but it's a fantastic game. You don't need to play it more than once, but oh, it's so good. See, mine is definitely a maze, but I can hear things through the walls, so it bleeds into each other. Interesting. Interesting. I do love that question. I think it's such an interesting question, and it gives you a great indication into who a person is and how they really think. Not, oh, what do you think about this, that, or the other? No, describe to me what your thinking looks like. Physicalize your conception process. Reading. Okay. The wish to have one's romantic desires fulfilled is as old as humanity itself. Consequently, there have existed many arts by which people attempt to make such dreams come true. One such method was to employ a sorcerer known as a Jugonshi, I think, to perform an incantation written in the Enmi Jugonroku. Roku? Like the TV? Not good. Not funny. After such spells were suspected of causing chaos and turmoil in the imperial court, their practice was expressly forbidden under the Yoro Code in the first year of the Tempio Hoji era, 757 AD. I've been wanting to play that. Oh, What Remains of Edith Finch? Do it. We won't spoil anything in this chat. It's a really beautiful game. A really sad game, and it really, to give one little piece of context, it covers intergenerational trauma and the cycle of violence that can exist in a family in a very thoughtful, kind of warm way. It treats death very interestingly. It's cool. You should definitely look at it. Cult of the Lamb has been a favorite game of mine, plus the new DLC this month. I'll be normal about that later. I was not a big Cult of the Lamb guy. I do like a roguelike, but I don't like action roguelikes that much. It's so good for real shape my relationship with memory and grief. Yeah. It's an interesting game. Really good game. I think Cult of the Lamb is also a good game. It's just not for me. However, these incantations were later adopted into the practice of Onmyodo. Onmyodo. Hey. Don't nip at me. My kitty nipped at me. How dare... Hey! Whoa! What's your problem? You're gonna sit in my lap while I'm doing... She just hissed at me. How dare you? Okay, do you want to get down? Why are you being sassy? She's being sassy. What's her problem? You want to get down? Are you annoyed that I've been having the controller in front of your face the whole time? That's what happens when I'm streaming. Alright. Oh, okay. You gotta get down. Hey. Look at her. She's being crazy. It's time for her to go. It's time for her to go. She's a crazy kitty. Any game that lets me punch God in one way or another is usually a win in my book. Finch is a fantastic piece of media in general. It's so beautiful. I get gut punched every single time I experience it, especially when we get to the bathtub. Or the guy who's in the fish processing plant. Both of those. I connected one thing to another. I don't know what he said. I always say that I think faster than I can physically speak, so I may say two things back to back that sound unrelated in my head, but there were 5 sentences between those two. I totally get that. I don't experience that too much myself because I've made a very specific point in my life to develop my ability to communicate to the very best extent that I can, because I really struggled with communication as a kid. But I will say, like, behind the scenes, there's a lot of that going on for sure. I just do my best to control it, which, again, is not something I have a lot of ability to do with most of my ADHD stuff, but this is something that very much stems from some childhood issues I dealt with, so, you know, that maybe explains why I have a very different reaction to that. You know, in the same way I was talking about it earlier, my parents didn't understand what I was experiencing with my dyscalculia until I was in 12th grade, despite the fact that I used to talk about my struggles with math all the time. It's because I didn't know how to communicate my emotions. I would cry, I would break down. I would have a very hard time really indicating what my problem was. And so it made my parents think that I was like just too sensitive and I didn't have anything going on, and it made me also resent my parents for not understanding what the fuck I was talking about. So, after a certain point in my childhood, I really dedicated myself to being able to communicate a point very clearly. And I do think that partially that's where some of my love of the English language came from, because as I put more and more effort into it, I realized that it's actually the English language is incredible when you know how to use it, when you know how to express a point. Okay, Padme's climbing up into my lap right now. You were being a bad girl earlier. Are you going to keep being a bad girl or what? Okay. There we go. Come on. Keep hitting the walls. What is this, Dark Souls? Okay. Where am I going? Oh, I need to just find an item, right? I wish I still had my lantern. It's fucking hard to see. It's bright out. I got glare on my computer screen. Honestly, I hate to say it. Anyone underage, this is a joke. But weed has actually helped a lot. When there's too many trains moving, it makes it so that I feel like there's only one train. I totally understand. I am a user myself. Can I show you my pen battery? Because I love it. It's a little pipe. And guess what? It can also be a way bigger pipe. It's fucking sick, man. I have not been using it at all on stream, but now because you mentioned it, I am going to use it. Watch this. This is fucking awesome. I feel like Gandalf. But I do totally know what you mean. And yes, obviously, if you are underage, you should not use weed, especially if you're in high school or anything like that. It's just not going to benefit you. But from an ADHD standpoint, I do totally understand and agree. Where did I get that? I got it at Freakies. It's a pretty popular glass weed paraphernalia shop in Colorado. I think it might be in other places too. You can also order it online, but I got it at a place called Freakies. Weed helps me sleep. Yeah, I also have pretty bad insomnia. Weed also very much helps me with that too. Yeah. And I mean, you could call it a joke, but I genuinely, I think it's real. My sanity. Oh, I'm out of sanity. Oh no. I should take some more healing items. Come on, I know your attack pattern. I can do this. Yeah! Exactly. Started using it to help me sleep. The trains leaving the station was a happy surprise. I think all human languages are interesting. Oh, yeah, 100%. My love of English is just because it's what I'm familiar with. There isn't really a language that isn't expressive in any form because that's not how humans work. Doctors say my lungs are great, and they can totally tell I don't smoke. I told them my lungs are lying. My lungs are not great. I've not treated them the best over my life. I vaped a lot in high school. That was just a coping mechanism of mine. And now I smoke weed fairly regularly. And I smoke carts, which are definitely worse than bud. It's just because of the rules that my apartment complex has for smoking. But, you know, there are ways to consume weed if you think it would be valuable that don't hurt your lungs. You could use edibles. There's still potentially risks associated with that, but there are risks associated with a lot of stuff. And that might sound like excuse making, and it partially is. But, you know, there are a lot of things that are bad for you that people do regularly. Like drink, or drink coffee, or eat sugar, or too much fat, or don't get exercise, or just any number of things, you know? I was not a Juul victim. It was all disposables, but yeah. Yeah. I had a friend who was actually younger than me, but the gas station she went to, the guy who ran the gas station was a predator and had a crush on her, and instead of doing something maybe more responsible about that, she just took advantage of that and got free vapes from him. I was calling it a joke in the hopes that YouTube would get mad. I don't really know how they monitor. Oh, I don't think they're going to get mad at me for your YouTube comments, but maybe what I said is worse. But again, these streams, they don't really make me as much money. These are more for the community than anything else. I do the streams because I like doing the streams. We gotta run now. We're in running mode. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna have to check the map 100 times again. I remember this. Thank God it's not like a real-time map like some games do, where the world still moves around you while you're checking it. That would be fucking impossible for me to do. Ah! Ouchie! I know you're lying to me and we're gonna fight. They changed my nicotine product age. Oh, the tweak you turned 18, that's crazy. That sucks. There are a lot of people in my school who were really mad about that when it happened, because I think I was around 17, I think, when that change happened. And so, you know, obviously I had a lot of friends who were 18. And they were like, you could go die in the army, but you can't smoke, but you can't vape. I was like, it's a valid point. It's a valid point. You know, I don't know how I feel about that restriction. I think probably long term it's a good thing, but it's definitely frustrating for people who were waiting to turn 18 to use those products. I don't know. It is kind of funny. The jump from 18 to 21 was wild. People were mad. Yeah, what year did that happen? If that happened in 2019 or 18, then I would have been around 17 or 16, I think. I'm really bad at math. Because when I graduated high school in 2021, I was 18. So 2020, primarily, I was 17. 2019, 2018, I was 16 or 15. Yeah, somewhere in that range. Somewhere in that range. I'm so fucking shit at math. I don't need to pick up these items anymore. This is crazy. Here, let me do some healing first, so. Okay. Oh no, looking back as a grown woman now, I wish they would have just banned them entirely, then I wouldn't have wasted all my money on fuck-ass nicotine addiction. I get that, but you can't ban nicotine. Not in America, at least. It wouldn't work. People would be way too upset about that. Someone just emailed me a video essay proposal. I don't know what that is. Sometimes I get emails from people and I'm like, oh, cool. And sometimes I'm like, did you need to email me? But we'll find out. Hopefully, maybe it's something I would like to do. Prohibition 2.0, right? Exactly. See, I'm on that line where I'm like, hey, you're right. 18-year-olds shouldn't be allowed to sign up for something dangerous that could get them hurt or worse. We should raise that. Exactly. It's like, okay, if you're going to raise one, you should raise the other. And if you're not going to raise the other, then you shouldn't raise the first one. Maybe. Because also, as certain people, my dad, for instance, have told me, nicotine's a huge part of being in the military. So, I don't know. It's a strange thing. I'm glad I'm not a lawmaker because it sounds like a nightmare no matter who you are. Alright, boss fight time. I bet I can get it in one. I bet I can do it in one. Yeah, Prohibition 2.0. It made speakeasies fun. It made hipster bars more interesting down the line. Gin in a bathtub. We're gonna make nicotine in a trash can. Gross. Toilet wine. Alright, girly. If I ever die... if I ever die... Whenever I die, I want to become a boss in the spirit world. It's almost like the world is complex with no clear solutions. Well, to some people, they're like, no, I know the answer to everything. And those are the people who should not be lawmakers. Oh, it's such a cool design. Very creepy. Oh, okay. I might die once because I have to remember her attack patterns. Okay, I remember there's one specific one where she teleports away and I have to get to her as fast as possible. Ah. I did it, idiot. Dodge this, and then I do. Perfect. Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts. Oh, this was the thing. I needed to get to her as soon as possible. But thankfully, I'm wearing headphones, which makes it way faster. I can tell where she is. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Don't come back at all. Yeah, I need to keep dodging when she does that. Uh-oh, she's pretty far away. Okay, I got her. Oh, I think I've got this boss fight. I'm kind of murdering. Yeah, we did make a couple things complex that didn't need to be. One of the issues that I always talk about is like, hey dude, the idea of gender neutral bathrooms, that should be a given. Like, why did we went out of our way to be like, alright, we're gonna make bathrooms for women and bathrooms for men. And then trans people started existing, as if they didn't already exist. And people were like, what the fuck? A bathroom that men and women could go to? I'm like, guys, everyone has to piss and shit. It doesn't matter who you are. Everyone has to do it. Why is this such a political conversation? The DMV. God, I had to deal with the DMV recently after I got my new car. My new old car, my 2014 Crosstrek. I hate it. Luckily, you can do a lot of it online at this point, which does make things easier. Credit score. Oh, credit scores are fucking horseshit. I don't know what the hell is going on. My credit score is okay, but it's also because I used to be an idiot with a credit card, but I did pay it off occasionally, and for some reason they were like, no, that's good. I was like, I actually don't think that is good. I think it would have been better if I didn't have a credit card. I don't know. Wow, I nailed that fight. Wasn't even thinking about it. Gender neutral bathrooms, just sorry to continue my point, they don't need to be a political conversation. Like I said, they genuinely should just be kind of just what we're doing. Just put toilets in places. I hate urinals. As a man who can use urinals, I don't like them. They only started relying on them once women could legally open their bank account, credit cards. Yeah, in the 70s! It took until the 70s for that to happen. That's wild. That's bonkers. That's also the reason that divorce rates have gone up. Not because people like have worse relationships now, but because women have the independence to actually live by themselves now. Fucking bonkers. Weird. Hi, Fox Mask. He is hot. And like there are elements of him that I'm like, wow, he protected us. But also, he like tears our face off in a way, so. Cuts our arm off. Alright, we're probably going to be ending the stream pretty soon here, just as soon as we get back to the real world. I know what I am. Dama.
汚れは持ち込めない。
And we accept you for it, Dama, of course. Monster fuckers are an integral part of the horror community. They are! They are! I remember when it came out. I remember. And clown fuckers. And here's the uncomfortable part of the conversation people don't want to talk about. People who are obsessed with Harley Quinn are also clown fuckers. Dad. Calling out my dad. He is obsessed with Harley Quinn. When I see an Eldritch Horror. What is your problem? My kitty's being so naughty today. It's because she misses her mama. I'm sure that's what it is.
さあ、君も
Damn, please give me my brain cell back. Why are you being such a naughty girl today? I'm gonna make you get down again.
大丈夫。ただの水だよ。
Drink lava, drink lava, drink lava. We've all agreed that Dama's using the brain cell right now. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Be rough, huh? Drinking lava, yeah. He's just looking down at her. So silly. And she was right about Rinko. So she's probably right about Fox Mask. Oh, my kitty, she's about to... Oh, right. No, you're getting down again. There you go. Bye-bye. This fucking cat. This fucking cat, I swear to God. Oh, there's the arm. Did we get this little flash forward earlier? Oh, no, we absolutely didn't. There's no way. Yeah, oh yeah, we definitely didn't get that flashback before. Okay, so she knows what's about to happen then? Interesting. If you could eat lava, it'd probably taste like hot dust. Yeah, probably. Very warm dirt. Alright, this is about it for us. Just want to let everyone know. You klutz. You should clock her in her fucking mouth. Do the pills make us forget the foresight? Maybe. Huh. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff there. Rinko, you fucker. Oh, I forgot how Hinako gets her outfit gets all beat up over the course of the story. I like that. I think that's a cool addition. Pills are a potent hallucinogenic. The dirty girl soup. Sorry, stupid. This is literally cartoonish. Getting stuck in the same doorway. I know Rinko hates it when he says partner to us. Rinko. Wow. Just fucking hits Rinko with the pipe in the back of the head. Okie dokie, folks. Thank you so much for joining me in our second playthrough, our second playthrough of Silent Hill F, our New Game Plus playthrough. This has been part 2 of probably 5 or 6 parts, just judging by our last streams. It's been so much fun hanging out with you guys, chatting, talking about ADHD, talking about Star Kid, Dimension 20, all the fun stuff. It's always oh my god, I can't talk. I'm always happy to have you guys here. I'll say one more goodbye to Kay, Sprouty, Sophie, Damacoris, Plasm User. Those are most of the people who have been talking recently. I don't want to miss anyone. Earlier we had He Who Peanut. Wow, I'm really. Mo Pun Intended. I can't go too far back in my chat. Well, everyone who excuse me. Oh my gosh. For everyone who joined the stream today, I really appreciate you being here. I had a lot of fun with it. Thank you again for all your support on the most recent video, Cat Named Mojave. If you haven't played it, go ahead and play it. It's a really fun game, and it was really nice talking to Mike about it. He's got more stuff in the works, and so we'll probably hear from him again on this channel. If you haven't become a member yet and you're interested in joining that community, please do it. It's not that expensive. You get access to our members' Discord, where people chat about all kinds of fun stuff. And yeah, this has been Silent Hill F with Connor. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you guys later. Stay warm out there if it's cold. I will see you. Bye bye.